Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so I was saying right now, 2025, even like a couple years back, you have to at least have more than one income, whether that be you working two jobs, a full-time job, a part-time job, or something, to either sustain the cost of living and be able to enjoy like your extracurricular activities, like your hobbies, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
You know, because right now it's a lot of people that you may know is struggling, even with a full-time job, because housing is up each year if you're renting.
Inflation.
Yeah, and then the food cost.
Inflation.
It's also
it's
up.
going up.
Even like restaurants, we see it's like a 1 or 2% increase each time you go out.
Yeah, especially with the tariffs and all that, everything's just going up.
I think it'd be wise for people nowadays to have your full-time job and a little part-time gig in the event something happens if you're single. But if you're in a relationship, both of y'all better be working and contributing to the household, only because if one person contribute their entire paycheck, that leave them with nothing, and then you have everything, which is good in a way for them to fall back on. But at the same time, how can that person have spent the entire check save?
Yeah.
So like I think, yeah, you somebody better be like, having extra, like either a part-time or two full-time jobs to go working. And even if you have two people with working full-time, that could still be bad because you're relying on that other check to help cover some bills.
Yeah, part-time. You can forget part-time. Now, it's no such thing. For me, it's no such thing as part-time anymore. It's just having 3 full-time jobs now. That's the way it is now.
Me. But yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the that's the way it is.
Like, even bigger companies like Microsoft, Google, it's a couple of people, even like the little smaller companies, they laying off people, like work from home jobs, like in the office jobs. Hell, Amazon, UPS, a bunch of them are laying off. So it's like even like little blue collar jobs is laying people off. So it's not really like a quote unquote safe job anymore, because actually some nurses get laid off in San Francisco.
So what are they getting laid off for?
Kaiser Permanente is the name of the hospital, and some of the nurses on the unit.
Okay, so but why are they getting laid off though?
I don't know. Maybe they hire too many people. I deep dive that into it.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'm just saying, like, even healthcare is what I'm saying is nursing used to be, or hospital used to be a good, like, safe job, because everybody's gonna need the hospital. Everybody's gonna need.
That's still that, but I mean, the hospital is when you have healthcare jobs, they still not going nowhere no time fast. Period. Point blank. That's just is what it is. Go ahead.
I think that one in particular is an outlier, that Kaiser one, because it's a couple.
That's why I was asking you, like, what is going on? Why are they laying off?
I think
because you don't usually hear about that in the healthcare setting. So that's why I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Why are they laying off?
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't really looked into it, but everywhere else, when it comes down to when jobs lay you off, it's 9 times out of 10 got to do with profit margin.
It's profit margin.
Overstaffing, and if investors or people aren't seeing
the return
grow.
That's right. Yeah.
And so if the money isn't, if they're not profiting, if they're not getting money like that, then they're gonna trim the fat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The profit margin is the bottom line. Yeah. That's for everything.
If I'm investing, you know what I'm saying, X amount of dollars into your company, and y'all really not, and y'all just staying the same the whole time, what I need all these people for?
What am I gaining?
Yeah.
So I get that. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, you still kind of have to, have something besides your full time. Like, I ask people around, like, with all my jobs, I ask them, I was like, is what they doing, like, what they do full time? Everybody that I didn't ask, even if it's like they live with somebody or they by themselves, they have something else going on. Like nobody is working one job anymore.
Where you can't work one job anymore.
Even
How?
if you live together.
Even if, you know what I'm saying? How are, I mean, with, like I say, inflation, everything is going up. Then plus on top of that, you have the tariffs and all that. So that's driving things up as well. So anybody who can work just one job and then take care of everything from that, nobody can do that in the days and times we're living in now.
I think the average, I'm gonna say it, like the average, a regular person would probably get paid is probably for the month.
What do you mean by a regular person?
Average American. Average person that gets paid a 40-hour paycheck without going to school, without doing anything additional. They're probably getting paid like $3,000 a month. So we talking about maybe like $1,500 paycheck every 2 weeks. That's average. I'm gonna say that because the average housing, if it's rent or mortgage, you paying about a good $1,600-$1,700 a month.
That's right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's maybe. That's a big maybe because some housings go for $2,000. So that already took.
That's right. Yeah.
That already took a chunk of your money for the month.
For the majority part of your income, yes.
Then let's not forget the car.
Well, vehicle payments, car insurance.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's gotta be. I'm telling you, that's probably about the norm for people that they getting paid about like roughly $3,000 ish a month, maybe $4,000, if that. Take in the cost of their apartment, house, rent, mortgage, whatever it is that they got. Then you got your car too, insurance, like all these expensive bills. Man, you're talking about maybe like $3-4 maybe above what you get paid. So now you're kind of in the negative. You can't do
you're already in the negative.
So now you relying on your cards, your credit cards.
Oh God, that's a whole nother ball game.
To help with your bills or your groceries.
And then you got to think about, I don't mean to cut you off too, but with credit cards, that's the wrong thing to start doing, because now guess what? That's drawing interest.
Well, it's good and bad. It's good for people who has the extra expense and money to turn right back around.
But we're not talking about those people. We talking about the average though.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you dipping into that because you don't have it.
That's supposed to be your
emergency fund.
That's their emergency fund, and that's not good though, because now you're paying interest and you don't know what the percentage of interest that's on that card. So either way it go, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, basically, you know what I'm saying, behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
You know? So you have to, you know, so out here you have to have at least.
I'm telling you, it ain't no more. You pay everything 100%, and I keep my money because you are going to be poor.
Well,
or you're not going to have no money left to save.
I don't know who in their right mind is still saying stuff like that. Being that the days and times we living in right now, when things are so expensive.
And we always like it may be sometimes where, you know, one person may pay for everything, including the household stuff, and then the other, you know. But for the most part, when we've been together, we've always went in with everything because we like to have extra money.
Well, that's only smart though. That's the math. We don't have the bills that everybody else have.
Yeah.
So
typically, people nowadays want all the men to pay for everything.
Not all women think that way.
If it works out because, you know, he made good money, then it works out. But I'm talking about average relationships right now. That, like I said, goes back to what I was saying, where they're earning about $3,000-$4,000 a month. So you move in together. If he making $3,000-$4,000 a month and you making $3,000 or $4,000 a month, that's about $8,000 right there. Why not put together and split everything and help each other out, and that way you guys are saving?
No, a lot of people do that. A lot of people does that. A lot. But then you have certain people that they think otherwise. They think that the man should do everything, and then you have some women that think that or you have some men think the woman should do everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's I don't, me personally, just my opinion, I don't think that's a good balance. I really don't.
Well,
because you can get ahead more by helping one another out.
Yeah, because you say, like, I'd rather go in and knowing you got extra money because you buy expensive stuff for me. So if you, over a period of time, save, money in the end by going half with things, and then I end up getting a very expensive gift for birthdays or whatever, because you was able to get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is, if you pay for everything all the time, and you didn't have any other income but that, then how, it's like, I'm not saying I'm expecting something, but I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't be able to do as much for me, or I wouldn't do as much for you if I was to spend it all on, like, housing and anything like that. It's just better if you both do it together, because that way you both are at least saving your money.
Well, another thing too, you can't take your situation and then base it off of other situations as well. Everybody's situation is different. So I'm referring to the people that if their situation is to where they need to help one another out, then that makes sense. Now, if you have somebody that they don't need to do that, then that's their prerogative, whether they want to or not. But I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, male or female, whether they have it or not, they want somebody them out. That's just is what it is. So a person that comes and say, well, I don't want to do nothing, I just want to, be here, and you supposed to take all the bills because you the man, that's delusional. That, especially 2025. You're going to be by yourself. You're never going to have somebody. That's unrealistic expectations. Now, you can't take 2025 and go off 1960.
That's what I'm saying. The pricing of 1960.
It's totally different now, man. It's totally different.
I can tell you right now, go out. If we were to go out and, I don't know, go to dinner, spend a day, we'd be paying about $200-$300 just going out. The last time we went out, remember, for Valentine's Day, how much we spent for that dinner?
Almost like $400 almost, yeah. But
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can't. That's what I keep saying. You can't take our situation and judge somebody else off of our situation. We don't have the finances and things that other people have. You see what I'm saying? So you can't take our situation and then go and judge another situation. They might not have it like us. A lot of people don't have it like us.
Yeah, because...
You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But you can't take what we do. You can't take our $400 meals and then judge somebody else that doesn't make what we make and then doesn't have the expenses that we have and judge them off that. So that's all I'm saying. So basically what I'm saying, every situation is different from another situation. But at the same time, though, people have to approach their situation accordingly.
When you get into a relationship, those are questions you need to ask.
Well, before you even get into bed with somebody, you should be asking all this stuff before you even, because let me tell you, that's going to make or break the relationship. It just is what it is. Money.
Because I don't care what nobody say. Money. Like, when you get into a relationship, even though the first thing you see is how good somebody look or how they look appealing. How they look, because if you ain't gonna approach nobody that don't, you know what I'm saying, you gonna see them, they see you, and then you already know what's up. And then the next thing is, you know what I'm saying, like, if it's a relationship where you trying to hit, those are questions you want to know.
Yeah, but for me, like I said on the last video, and this is coming from my heart, I'm good with a 6. If she have the qualities that I'm looking for. Looks is not everything to me.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want nobody that I'm just not attractive to. But usually a 6 is decent for me.
Because they have the qualities.
Because they have the qualities. just put it to you this way. You can have a 10, but you always gonna see another 10 that you always gonna see somebody that look better than your spouse. It just is what it is. What you gonna do? You gonna leave your spouse for somebody else that look better than her, and then the grass is not green on the other side? No. Well, some people will, but I'm just saying I won't do that.
Yeah.
And looks is not everything, because once you been in a relationship with somebody, over years time, they start getting wrinkled, they start getting gray. You know what I'm saying? They drip ain't dripping no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it like that no more. So when those physical qualities start leaving, what are you gonna do then?
Yeah.
You just can't jump next to the person because because the whole thing about it is they got older, but you also got older too. So if you go back out there, the pickings is slim for you as well.
Slim's picking.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why I say, like, right now, 2025, y'all better have something else besides your full-time job. Better have a part-time. Better have.
I keep telling you that, but that's what I keep going back to. A part-time job is such thing as that anymore.
Then
you have to have 3-4 time jobs.
Then how the people's gonna sleep?
Well, they can't afford to sleep now. This is the time that we are living in. They can't afford to sleep. They have 3-4 time jobs. They have to keep their head above water. It's sad to say, but this is the reality that we are living in this country. It ain't no such thing as, well, so to me, I'm just saying, for me, a part-time job for me is something that maybe 4 hours, 5 hours, something that you may not really need like that, but you just want it.
Part-time hours, it's like 24 hours, bro. Like, it ain't no dang, I don't know what part-time hours you're talking about.
Okay.
Like, so if you're working a full-time job.
but it's plenty of times where people can have part-time jobs and then they still able to pick up because somebody didn't come in. So I'm taking all of that in consideration. You see what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, work them 3 full-time jobs and see how that's going to mentally break you.
I know what you're saying. It's going to mentally break a person all the way down, but you have no options in 2025, not unless you got a real good education, you've been to school for something, and you making great money. You already set yourself up. Other than that, you're probably going to be in the boat where you're going to have to work 2 and 3 jobs
the rest of your life.
Pretty much, because now they trying to set it up to where you're going to have to work till you die. I just saw something not too long ago where they were saying that the money for Social Security is about to run out.
It ain't going to be ready for me and you. So
well, it ain't going to be no Social Security for us. So it behoove us, people like us, to start, being that we know that, you know what I'm saying, stack your money, save your money now. Because you don't want to be like some of these older people that's in Walmart. I seen a guy in Walmart this guy had to be about 70 years old in electronic department. And I'm saying to myself, where did he mess up at in order to have to still be in here working and putting up with all these young people that's around him? Well, my whole thing is he might not have messed up. It's just because the economy is where it's at now. And a lot of people, they did. A lot of older people, they did have their stuff together, but when you get to a point where inflation is bad, no matter how good you set yourself up, you're gonna have to go back to work. But the good thing about that for young people is, if they're smart now, they'll look at that and say, well, let me be real tight with my money. But they're not gonna do that though.
Yeah, I think right now everybody's all about right now.
Everybody is all, and I have no
but like I said,
I don't disagree with that, because it used to be work all your life and then save for retirement. But you can't, but we're living in different times now. Now, like you and I, we have this thing where have fun, because we don't know how long we're going to be here. What's the use of saving all your bread? I mean, you have to save some money. Don't get me wrong. You have to save some money. But what's the use to trying to hold on to every penny and then you make it to retirement and then you die? Now, the money that you accumulated and you saved all your life, penny pinching, somebody else going to use that and they're going to blow it. They're going to blow it. All that money.
And then you worked all of that.
And you worked. Matter of fact, we had a neighbor. Worked all his life.
Yeah.
2 weeks after he retired, he died.
Dang.
He died.
Yep. Didn't even get to enjoy none of that money.
I have money saved up, but at the same time, though, we're gonna take trips. I'm gonna buy the car that I want to buy. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I'm gonna buy any and everything that I want to buy, because tomorrow is not promised. See,
but it goes back to what you're saying. But you're not trying to blow money frivolously. You know your priorities. You know something's coming up, something's through you. You saving certain things for a rainy day. In the event something major happens. You already got that money.
Oh yeah, well, if something major happened to the house or something like that, I can just go on my account and draw the money out, write them a check or do whatever. There we go. But at the same time, though, if I want to go in Gucci, if I want to go in Balenciaga, and I want to spend $4,000 that day because I've managed my money right and I got my stuff together, see, for somebody else, that's wasting money. To me, that's patting myself on the back saying, good job, I'm holding everything down. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Why do you think exactly, and that goes back to, like, people spend on what they want to and prioritize
what they want to. That's correct.
And
I agree.
If you do work a lot, you still should be able to enjoy life.
If you work as much as you do, I don't care what anybody says, regardless of your situation, you still have to go out here and you still have to reward yourself. I tell Elisa that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pay the bills that you have to pay, do what you have to do, but at the same time, you go out and you reward yourself. That's insane to work all the time.
It gives you an incentive.
It gives you an incentive to, you know what I'm saying, to continue to work. That's right.
You like nice things.
Yeah, I agree.
Or you like to go out, you like to do whatever. So, you have an expensive hobby.
I have very expensive hobbies.
So you gotta your hobby's expensive. That's why people can't keep up with you.
Well, that's the reason why when it comes to my hobbies, I'm all alone. Because everybody doesn't have the financial stability that we have. And that's perfectly fine. But that's not going to stop me.
You see, nothing stop me from
it doesn't.
Doing that.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you can't, I mean, I got this going on. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome to come. I want you to come. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't do it, then I don't hold that against you. I understand. Like my priorities or the things that I prioritize may not be for those people because maybe they got something that maybe they don't have the bills that we have. Maybe they, you know what I'm saying? They have different financial stuff that they have to take care of. So I get that, and I definitely understand that. But I'm just saying, for me, that's not going to stop me from doing what I do. I shouldn't be penalized because somebody else cannot do it, and vice versa. If they can do it and I can't do it, then you know what I'm saying, well, I can catch you next time. I can't, you know what I'm saying, I can't do it. I don't have the funds to do it right now. So
yeah, but not many people's gonna have one job, and then that one job pays for everything, including your hobbies. So that's why I say you really have to have something like also locked up to do.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, they go to work and repeat that cycle day in and day out and don't do what they want to do because they can't afford it.
And that's
a sad reality to live in. I think like we all can change your circumstances. You either, like you just said, you either have to work them jobs or 3 jobs to get to where you need to be, and you got to sacrifice, or you're just gonna have to work that one job for the rest of your life to pay your bills, and that's it. Because you can't do nothing extra.
Yeah, everybody everybody they can get out of it, but it's certain situations for different people though. Like I was saying before, our situation may be different from somebody else, so it'd be easier for us to get out of it, a jam, rather than somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, so we can't, everybody, like I was going back and saying, you know what I'm saying, everybody's situation is not different. We can all get out of it, but some people, it may take longer to get out of their situation because of
it's all about drive too.
It's about drive too, because I know some people that they not too bad off, but they don't have the drive to go to the next level. You give them something, and then you give them the tools to go and do it and to apply themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give you feedback about it's too hard and they can't do it and this and that and why it's got to be so hard. See, a person like that, they stopping themselves.
Yep. When the resources is
there. When the resources is already there, you already have somebody that's in there. You have to apply it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you have those scenarios
that's
too.
Why it's up to that individual. You can change your situation. I was working with just one job, just working,
mm-hmm.
and I just felt like I could do better.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
And now look where you at.
I did better.
Yeah,
10 times better.
Exactly. And so that's why we all
I got content at one job because I felt like, okay, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I plan on being here for a good little bit. Then I was like,
yeah,
I think I'm more valuable.
Yeah.
And so I took my talents elsewhere,
mm-hmm.
and they were paying.
And
so
which is good.
I say, and we still with them for a good time.
Yeah.
And now, like, I got into something else, and then took my talent somewhere else, and it's like always a good situation where I kept climbing up and up. So it's
mm-hmm.
always positive.
Mm-hmm.
But
you always want to keep, what I'm saying, keep stepping your game up, keep growing.
I think people, if you good with one level or where you're at, and you don't want to go any further, that's fine and well. But you're just gonna be in that position.
You're just gonna be in that position, yeah, exactly. So if you
and that's why, like, I can do a lot of what I want to do because of how I set myself up. I don't need to ask you for
exactly. You don't have to.
anything.
You know what I'm saying. You don't have to ask me for anything, just like I don't have to ask you for anything. But the thing about it, though, we still, you know what I'm saying?
I know you got me if I'm like, you know what?
Exactly, and I know that you have me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing. That's the good thing about you and I. We set up pretty nice where, you know what I'm saying, either one of us ain't gonna be out in the cold. That just is what it is.
Yep.
That just is what it is because we've already put our dues in. A lot of people see what you're doing all the time, what you posting on Instagram, social media. But they don't understand what it took for you to get to that point. They don't understand. All people know is, you know what I'm saying, he's a Marine. They don't know what I had to go through to get to the point where I'm at right now. Only thing they see is, he's sitting back, he don't do nothing. He eating good, he doing this, he buying that, or she doing this, she buying that. People don't understand that, you know what I'm saying, the things that you had to go through to get your, you know what I'm saying, your weight up and all that stuff. I do because I was here with you. Mm-hmm. But they don't understand that. The only thing that they see is, they living good and,
you got everything for me.
We got, like I'm getting everything for you. Like I do get stuff for you, but my wife can get her own stuff. My wife got her own money. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife ain't living off me, but that's what people will sit back on social media and that's what they'll say.
Yep.
And vice versa. He living off her. Man, look, I was putting in work when I was 19. That's why I'm able to sit back and damn do nothing if I don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because I put in my work. We put in our time. So now we can sit now if we want to. We okay to take trips or vacations 5 or 6 times a year. We can do that. But people on the outside just look and say, well, how they got that?
Or what? Yeah. No.
How they do that? How they do this and that? We put in time, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You sacrifice what you want to do. And whether you work your one job and pay your bills or you work 3 jobs.
Exactly. Yeah.
But something's got to give, though.
Yeah.
Ain't no government coming to bail you out or help you.
Yeah, he just cut the, I think that he was saying that, you know what I'm saying, so to be on that SNAP program, that is going to be basically 2 years and that's it, and then you got to get up off that.
Yeah, because when we
I agree though. I agree. I knew people all their lives
On it.
that was on it. Like, that is ridiculous, bro.
And ain't nothing wrong.
And then not just, I'm talking about 5 and 6 generations. I can call my uncle up right now, my Uncle Bernard. I can call him up right now, and he can give you a list of people that we knew all our lives that's been on it. Their parents was on it. Their parents was on it. Generations of people. That's absurd to us.
Yeah. When somebody.
And my whole thing is, they came from the same background as me. You know what I'm saying? But I was willing.
It all depends on the individual if they got that drive or not. Whether you want stuff to
be honest, I think everybody has that drive. I think certain people, they just want something for nothing. I honestly believe that, because you're not going to tell me you go over here in Brook Hill and then it's still people that's been over there all their life. You've been in this little itty bitty Matchbox apartment all your life. And I understand that life throws everybody a curveball. I get it. But there's no way that I'm gonna still be living in Southside apartments for 15, 17 years. I got a whole nother generation coming up behind me. They in the same apartment. Nah, bro, come on, man. Come on, we gotta do better than that. Yeah. We gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? We have to do better than that.
But it's still all the individual. It's whether you're content with that one job, making whatever.
And a lot of people on that program. I'm not gonna say all of them, but some people on that program, I just put it to you that way. Some people on that program, like you say, they content with that, and it shows that they're content.
Yeah,
it shows
because people wait for that money to hit the account the beginning of the month or something.
But yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Cause trust me, we was on it when we came.
When you came from over here. Oh yeah.
Me and you. When we started out.
When we first started out. Yep. But you know what I'm saying.
We had a baby.
Yeah. When we had our daughter. Exactly.
Sure did get it.
Yeah.
And
so
it benefited us.
That's right. So see, that's what I'm saying. See, people don't know.
We had it when we was.
What year was that? About 2005.
Yeah, 2005,
2007. Yeah, something like that. Yep.
We got it for about 2 years.
Yep, sure did.
Right,
but see, but people, they don't know that. The only thing they see is what we have now, and they think all of this stuff came overnight. And my family can tell you that this didn't come overnight.
This is work.
My sister and her husband, none of that stuff came overnight.
This is work that was put in.
Work that was put in, bro.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
like I said, it's an individual mindset. If I can go out here and work 3 full-time jobs, go and travel and do what I want to do, go see artists I want to do, it can be done.
It can be done, but you have to understand though. You do that because
I do that.
You want the extra money. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So. But it's other people that's out here. That's what I'm saying. Situations are different. Other people that's out here, they do it because they have to do it. You are doing it for just leisure. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to die.
So you can't compare yours. You can't compare them to you because you doing it for extracurriculum. They're doing it for survival. Survival. Yes.
Survival.
Yes, survival. So
Yep, I agree.